Hello! Hi everyone, it is I, Faith. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're here in the chat, give me a shallow. I haven't streamed in so long, so I'm like super stoked. Let's see, we see Ellie here, we see MG549, a fellow, what do you call it? Spreadsheet nerd. Welcome, welcome. Can you guys hear music? I'm trying to play music through this, and I don't know if it's working, which is really too bad. I don't really know what's happened, but I've been trying to get it work for the last little while, because I thought we could have some fun music times, but it doesn't seem to be working. It is, the audio thing is in beta mode, so I'm like, that might be it. But if you happen to hear some music, let me know, because I would love to know if you did that. How is everyone doing? So, you do not hear music? Ah, that's too bad. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it work, to be honest, but oh well, that's okay. I'm, like, also not entirely sure if it is royalty-free anyways, the playlist I have going on, so, I mean, the nuclear option I can do is just play it through my speakers, and it can kind of twiddle through the mic, but I don't think that's the best idea. How are you doing? I am good. So I have been on my spring break for the last little bit. You know what? I might nuclear option it. We might try this. I've been on spring break for the last little while, so I've been having a nice chill out time at home, doing a little bit of swimming lessons, a fair bit of mermaiding, and something that's been on my to-do list is to share with you all my mermaid tail FinFolk spreadsheet. Oh, you had to put your animal down? Oh, I'm so sorry, Siren Sadie's. That sucks. I'm really sorry to hear that. My kitty is having her dinner right now, but I will bring her and give some virtual cat love here. But I've been on spring break, and something that's been on my to-do list is to share with you guys my spreadsheet, because I'm actually doing a course in databases and business information systems, and I really like it. I really like the course. I'm kind of killing it, because I'm a giant frickin' nerd, and I've learned some things that I thought might be cool to apply to a project that's I've only really worked on last year or so, and I kind of abandoned. And that is the FinFolk Fabric Tail spreadsheet. So let me just pull it up here for you guys. Behold! This is it zoomed in. This is it zoomed out. Welcome to my autism. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I'm just trying to pop out the chat so I don't have to keep scrolling. There we go. So, yeah, I did that. So, this, as you know, FinFolk has been making, these are literally just all their fabric tails. They've been making fabric tail designs for a hot minute, I think since 2017. And, so I decided to track them. So, okay, here we go. Here is our fields. We have the tail. I should probably call that tail name. And, okay, don't hate me. This is Google Sheets. I know how to use Excel. I've been learning Excel this last year. But, when I made this, all I had access really to was Google Sheets. So, okay, we have the tail name. Then we have the primary color family theme. Actually, let's go to one of my all-time favorite tails, the Aurora Borealis. So I have the name. I also have it color-coded kind of to the color of the tail. And then I have it linked to an image. And it doesn't work for all of them, unfortunately. But if you hover over each of them, it'll show the tail. Isn't that freaking amazing? Here, I'll scroll one little bit here. So it says the name, the tail type, and then I have the primary color family / theme, and then I have the secondary color family / theme. So for the Aurora Borealis, it's purple. I really like this little drop-down menu thing you can do in Google Sheets. I find it really good. Oh no, it's not orange. And then we have the secondary color family themes. So I did teal, which is why I love this tail so much. It's purple and teal. And then I have patterning. I added this a little later on. This definitely needs to be added to the FinFolk files. Oh, you mean this FinFolk files? So this actually, I used, so this was a database Google Drive created by someone in the FinFolk pod squad, of which I'm not a part of, but someone sent it to me because I was looking for some information that I couldn't find. And so I based it off of this document that they made, but I'm like, this could be better portrayed in a spreadsheet. I really like this, though, their little timeline thing. So it has a bunch of different, like, fun facts and, like, what the flukes are and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, you know what could be better? I remember the Hollow Taco Nail spreadsheet of this color reminds me of that. Yeah, kind of. How many hours have you spent on this? Okay, at my last job, I had a lot of spare time. I have not updated it in a bit, so that's something I want to do today. And then I have, this field is the fluke style. So I don't have every single fluke they've had, just all the ones that they do in fabric, of which there's quite a bit. I have green color-coded means it's FinFolk. Red color-coded means it's Cariel, because they're not doing anything by Mermaid Cariel anymore. Yellow means it's Merbella's. And I have it kind of yellow because I'm like, well, it's not theirs, but they are, like, in a contract with Merbella to use their stuff, so that's patterned that way. And then the scale style, of which there's not as many, but they're still color-coded. And then the generations, which I've color-coded, but I've kind of run out of colors, because they have now 18 generations of fabric tails. You know what, I should link this FinFolk files thing. Pardon me, I should do this right here in my description, so that if anyone is really interested in the FinFolk files, I don't remember the name of the person who made it. I don't know if I want to reveal their email address here on stream, but whoever made this, thank you. Oh yeah, and they made this little thing. They made like a little FinFolk wrapped presentation. I didn't make this, but I think it's so cool for 2024. So nice. I really want them to collab with Jurassic Merman to make the octopus tail. Yeah, that's something that they haven't really done. I don't think Jurassic Merman, in all honesty, has quite enough cred to get tails printed by FinFolk, and I feel like that's the sort of thing he'd do on his own, is print a tail. I mean, this could kind of be Octopussy, this fluke here, or the, well, that old Cariel one. Anyways, right, I was linking this. Apologies. FinFolk files, share, copy link. There we go. How do I edit this stream? I would like to do that here. I'll just paste it in the chat right here. There you go. You know I need these tails in doll form. You know, that's something they haven't done. Did you know Lazy Lizzie, though, FinFun does that? Let's see. FinFun doll tail. No! Ew, that's knockoff tails. But yeah, they make, like, AGT and Barbie tails, or 18-inch dolls, but we all know it's really American Girl, so you can match. They make them in, like, quite a few of their colors. So you can match your Barbie, or your, this is a plushie! Oh, that's so cute! Aw, they have their own plush. Well, that's fun. We're getting sidetracked here, guys. I'm really trying to... How do I just go to my... Edit. There we go. Edit title and description. Files. There we go. So, yeah, the FinFolk files is a fabulous resource because FinFolk doesn't have an archive that's publicly available of all their tales. So if you want to find, like, when I was even making videos and I was talking about tales that I liked and stuff, like, trying to, like, go back through their Instagram and just, like, find a particular tale was not easy. So, having this database is just lifesaver. So good. So good. Okay, so, anyways, the generations. I have them all here, and I have them all in rainbow order. So these are organized by chronological. Now, there aren't 18 generations, well, there are 18 generations of fabric tales, but I also have in half generations here for tales of the month. So for every year, I gave it, like, a version and a half. So, like, the last generation in 2020 was generation 7, and so then when they did Tale of the Month in 2021, then I did it generation 7.5, and then in 2021 their next generation was generation 8. So that's the system that worked for me to try and organize all the tales in chronological-ish order. And then what's the next thing I have? What's the next field? Oh yeah, this one I just computed this by hand. I really should have. I don't like the way I did this. I need to create like a release date field so that I can do a date between. But there's a problem with the spreadsheet is it's getting too complicated, so I want to turn it into a database. And so that's what we're going to try and conceptualize today. And then this, like, I don't like this part, but yeah, like the signature re-release, which was fine up until they started re-releasing some of the same ones twice. And I'm like, no, my system! But I mean, fair, some of them are kind of popular. So that's like months between OG and first re-release. And then I have the latest Discovery release. I don't know why I did it like that. But I say what generation that they last released it in the Discovery form. And then I tried to like maybe do it differently with this Discoveries thing, but it's still like first and latest. I'm like, why did I do it like that? I need to fix that. And then I have the original fabric it was made in. I think the whole reason I made this spreadsheet was to track which ones that they haven't re-released in the Scuba Knit. So a majority of them, as you can see, obviously are started in the Scuba Knit and got re-released in the Scuba Knit. And then some of them that started in Neoprene got re-released into Scuba Knit. So it's pretty easy to see which ones haven't been re-released at all, really, if I've got 2 blue here. Which I find fascinating. So this is probably the rarest tale you're ever going to find, the Peachy Keen, because it was made in 2017. It was in the old generation neoprene fabric, which falls apart. And no one really liked it that much. I mean, some people did, but it's pretty boring. So they never re-released it. They didn't even release it in Discovery. The Plumeria Pink, I think, yeah, they released that in Discovery. The Neverland, that one I'm like, why? It's cute. It's kind of boring, but it's cute. They never re-released that. Ariel's Dream, they never re-released it because they have another Ariel version now, the new one. The Golden Giza they released, which I thought was weird because I always thought that one was kind of ugly. No, there we go. Cool. Yeah. Golden Giza. That's the Golden Giza right there. I always thought that one was kind of ugly. But you know, the ones that are really ugly. Wait, no. Oh, they re-released the Lilikoi. Oh, Faith, you idiot. Or did I? No. Did they? I swear they did. Did they? Am I going crazy? Hello. Gosh. Am I losing my mind? Like I said, I haven't updated this in a bit. I saw something in the 2024. Did they? Did they re-release it? Yes. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, they re-released it, but they just didn't give it a Discovery. Okay, I need to update that. Gosh, guys. I abandoned this. Well, I didn't abandon, but I kind of didn't work on this spreadsheet as much starting in, like, when I went back to school this year. Alright. Anyways, yeah, so that's kind of some examples of how this spreadsheet works. And then I have original fins. So 0 means they didn't have any fins. Latest fins means how many types of fins they have. Now that doesn't mean like this tail is 1, 2, 2 plus maybe a dorsal is like 3 different types of fins. No. Okay, it's fin styles. So 0 means no fins. Peachy Keen, not a fin on her. One option for the Madison means there weren't fins on this. I did that wrong. Yeah, so one option for, yeah, the Caspian Cove. Here's a good example. So the Caspian Cove, let me scroll up so y'all can see it. Caspian Cove, see how you got those little hip fins? That was it. That was the only type of fin you could get. You could either do fins on it or no fins. And those were your fins. And And then multiple options means, okay, so that was Tale of the Month 2022. Mermaid Tales, Fabric Tales, yeah, Tale of the Month 2022. Yeah, I mean, really any of them is a good example, but I'll, for the sake of this, I'll do the... Which one was I talking about? Whatever, we'll do Island Iris. So, like, this is the Island Iris with no fins. You could do it with the hip fins, or you could do it with all the fins. So, I love that tail. That's, like, still one I want to get. But, so, yeah, that's the examples that you could do it some ways or the other way. So that's what multiple options mean. And then 2+ styles, which is perfect because it's right here. So 2+ styles means you can have your fins like this, or you could have them like this. So this means that, like, you can't mix and match them. You can kind of either get them the lionfish way, or you can get it just the normal way. If that makes sense. So that's how I designated that. So some of them that came with no fins then came with, like, the Galactus, came with, like, 2 different types of fins. I wonder if there's any that started as... Yeah, the Nightshade. That one started as... Really? You could get it... Oh, because I think this one maybe did the side fins? Now I'm... There's too many! See, this is why we created database. Because I don't remember. And so this was re-released in 14.5? Now I'm really confused. No, it was in the Tale of the Month. Y'all, I'm confused. Oh, right, Nightshade. No, this is Twilight Tide. That's what I'm thinking of. I don't really like this fin. I think it doesn't look great as a dorsal fin. Wait, so... What is Nightshade, then? Oh, wait, Discovery... Tale of the Month 2024. I think I may have just gotten... Or no, I didn't. Okay. What is this second option of fins? Okay, yeah, I was right. Yeah, it is kind of the... We got the pointy, kind of bat wing looking ones, and then we have the flowing side fins. I'm not losing my mind. I'm not losing my mind. I gotta trust my spreadsheet. Okay. Right, okay. So then, so that's what fins mean. And then I did other discovery and signature re-releases / notes, which is a terrible field because that's not data. But I said, like, I say what, so like the Twilight Tide, I say, for example, like, it was re-released as Generation 15.5, because there's no way that I can do Generation 15.1, 15.2, 15.3. That's stupid. I'm not going to do that. So then I just made a note of when it got re-released. And then... Yeah, then for, like, this one, The Secret of Sky, I said, okay, it was Tale of the Month, January 24, and also ready to ship Discovery Fall 2023, which is, like, not... Yeah, super here. Yeah, it's dumb. It's not great. And then I have thoughts on re-release, because that was the whole main reason I made this spreadsheet, to kind of track which ones have been re-released and which ones haven't. So, like, the Dark Iris, I said, maybe they'll re-release it in Halloween. No, definitely not. No. Already. Re-released Iris. Oh, I did do that. Oh, gotcha. I was talking about the Voodoo Gobi. I think I need to make this table. It's not even a table. I didn't even make it as a table, you guys. How horrible is that? What the heck? I swear I made it as a table. What is wrong with me? Will it mess everything up if I turn this into a table? Let's find out. Table. Convert to table. Please remove the filter. What filter? I have no filter. Fine. Okay. Speaking of filters, if you guys want me to do any sort of filtering on these, there we go. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, there we go. And now it's, yes, that is good. And it kept my formatting perfect. Oh yeah, I also froze this row, so I'll still be able to see what tail I'm talking about as I move through my fields. But yeah, if you want me to do any sort of, like, filtering or, like, analysis of these with my limited skills and this very complex, bad spreadsheet, feel free to send a super chat or something, and I would be so happy to do that. If we get 10 super chats today, I will put on a tail on stream. Okay, so, first things first, I've gotta get my life in order. Oh, right, the Dark Tide. I was just remembering. This was the last entry I put in. I put in the Dark Tide as the last tale that I data entered into here, so I really gotta... And I didn't even add in a, what do you call it? I don't know. A link to the photo. So first things first, I really have to... Oh, so gorgeous. So gorgeous. It's like the Twilight Tide, but it's dark. Ah, it's so good. And I usually just paste in the all fins options as my little link. But sometimes the links don't work. And it's like, your hyperlink doesn't work. Like, but why? But why? It's very frustrating. Your system is amazing. I'm gonna head to dinner. Have a wonderful weekend. It was nice to see you, Sadies. I hope you have a wonderful weekend too. So, okay. I did the Dark Tide. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing, is I had to, like, make the text different colors on these. It was very annoying. So it's black and gray. Secondary color family theme is red. It's got spots. It's the Calypso Fluke. Classic FinFolk scales. It was Tale of the Month 2024. It is not signatured re-release. That's what the zeros mean. And it has two different styles of fin. And this was originally made for Darth Maul character for a shoot recolor of Twilight Tide. I feel like I'm missing something. Guess not. Okay, so now, the next tale that they made, which we'd all kind of guessed, but it's official now, is the next tale they made was the Luminosa. So, that's pretty dope. So, Fluke with hip and dorsal fins with lights. So, oh god, this tail. One day. Luminosa, and then we'll color it. Maybe like, no. That's actually a pretty good match. And then I'm gonna insert a link there. And because I'm weird and anal retentive, we're gonna make the text black. Yeah. Alright, so primary color theme's definitely teal. Secondary color theme, I guess it's probably purple because the stripes are purple. But sometimes you gotta be careful because, especially in the Merbella's ones, is when I'm classifying these, I don't want to too much rely on the big, like the big tail, or like the, yeah, I guess like the big tail or the fins, because a lot of the times, I think the conch is the best example of this. A lot of the times is that they cut off a whole color from the tail on their discovery. Actually, no, they didn't with this one. I lied. There's one of them, though. There was one of them a while ago that, like, just completely cut off a color from the discovery. It's like, whatever, you have to do what you gotta do. But I was like, oh, but I kind of liked that color. I can't remember which one it was, though. Anywho, okay, so, it's obviously got stripes as the patterning. Like, the Luminosa has kind of got spots, but it's really stripes. Like, the stripes are the big stick out here. I could, I could go further and add an extra thing of, like, additional patterning, but I feel like that takes it too far. Okay, the fluke style. Oh crap, what is this fluke style? This is a new one! I get to add in a new thing to my drop-down menu. What do you call it? I don't even know. I mean, light up, LED. They probably have some sort of artsy-fartsy Nordic name for it, like Valhalla the Fluke or something like that. Alright. Flukes. This is why this little document is good. Okay. What do they call it? No, it's not the Man of War, because that's a different kind. You know what? They haven't updated this! Oh, Even Star! That's what it's called, I'm pretty sure. That's what they call it. Yeah, the LED tail. Yes, features a new Even Star Fluke and Fin set. Only used twice in FinFolk history. So good. Alright, so that fluke is called the Even Star. So we will add another item, and we'll make it green because it's FinFolk, and we'll call it the Even Star. Or Evan Star? Oh, jeez. I'm a fake Lord of the Rings fan. Is it called the Even Star or the Evan Star? The Evan Star. No, it's definitely the Even Star. The light of the Even Star. Okay, done! This is the first FinFolk fabric tail to feature the Even Star fluke. Fun facts. Okay, scale style, that's FinFolk Classic, original generation. Oh, I have to make another one, don't I? So this is generation 18.5. Again, I am running out of colors. Let's make it this nice dark brown color. 18.5 tail to month 2025. I've been like updating this periodically, but I haven't really been working on it in a while. But we can do my my FinFolk predictions for next month while we're here. Okay, it's not been signature re-released. Oh yeah, right. There's a whole extra set of fields we also have to do with the Luminosa. Okay. All right, latest discovery release. It released. Oh, thank you so much. I always loved organizing tail archives by colors over time. You can really see the defaults for companies tend to be and see trend shifts. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so once I add in these next two fields, we will definitely organize by color over time. What a good idea. I gotta figure out a way to make that little notification sound just a bit quieter. How does that? I think I'll turn down my OBS in the thing. You'd think for someone who was like a professional sound tech for years, you'd think I'd have this figured out by now. But I do not. Anyways, okay. We'll just make this real quick. So the Even Star Luminosa tail, that only has one type of fin options, but it's like multiple options. Just multiple options, the same styles. First with Even Star Fluke and lights. Do I need to add in a field for lights? I don't know. Wow, great way of spelling first faith. Add in 3 other different vowels. Okay, and then the next one is the okay. Next one is the, what's it called? The indigo? Yeah, the indigo. Oh, I mean, this is definitely not a me tail, but I can appreciate it. Also, yes, I'm gonna start using these images from now on, now that FinFolk's made them, because it actually shows what the whole tail kind of looks like. So, indigo, and we're gonna add a link. Where's the shortcut for that? Whatever. And link, boop, boop. And we're gonna make it kind of this dark greeny blue. Does that seem correct? It's a little more greeny. Nope, that's terrible. It's hard to find the correct colors. Yeah, there we go, that looks good. And then get that color. Okay, and that one is, the main color is blue. The secondary color, definitely, I'm gonna say it's red. Yeah, I would say this is, because I'm like, when I'm trying to figure out what the color it is, light is gonna be rare enough it doesn't need a field. Yeah, that's definitely a special notes kind of thing. Usually what I do if I'm like, oh, what color would you call this tail? I just kind of squint. And I'm like, what two colors stand out? I'm like, okay, it's blue and red. So, got blue and red, and then the patterning, I have gradient, spots, stripes, splotches, or scale tips. I'm kind of tied between stripes or splotches. That's the thing, Merbella's has a very, it's not a stripe, it's not a spot. Kind of a splotch? Ripple? I don't know what you call it, but I like it. I think just because it's kind of ribbed out, I would probably say... no, I'm going to call it splotches. Thank you for the hearts. Okay, and the fluke style, I believe this is the new Merbella's veil. And that's the problem with Merbella's, with making this hard, is Raven is like, oh, I remade this fluke, and you're like, oh, there's nobody to keep track of. Oh, and of course this one isn't updated, but it's okay, because it's on their website right now. It's the Tale of the Month. So, Tale of the Month, oh my gosh, it goes up to $1,200. So, what did they say about this? Tell me what fluke it is! What's the fluke type? I don't know! You could add complicated. Yeah, right? I don't remember what this is called. I'm sorry, Merbella's fans. There's so many different types of flukes. But I seem to remember this was a new one. FinFolk. They usually say on their, like, initial post, they're like, it is made with this fluke. And you're like, okay, thank you. It doesn't say. Please just tell me what kind of fluke it is. I don't know, and I need it for my spreadsheet. Hey, if you want to buy this tail, it's still available. It's the Tale of the Month for March? Yes. And you can get free domestic shipping or free international shipping. How fun. Please, Merbellas. There we go. No! What do you call it? What is the name of this fluke? I want to say it's the veil, but I don't know if that's correct. Ooh, oh my god, gorgeous. Did she just post this? Oh my gosh. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Usually she says, nope. Raven, please. Gosh. What do you call veil? I love being right. It is the veil fluke. Okay, but it is... Yeah, it's the reimagined veil. So do I add in another thing? Well, I don't know. How much does it look like, the veil? Like, is it super different? Or is it only kind of different, you know? That's the thing. Like, is it super different? Yeah. I say it's different enough that it warrants its own new feel, because it's kind of got that more tattered look to it, whereas this one, the veil, is a little lumpier. Like, it's the same idea, but very different execution. But yeah, she said, reimagine our popular veil fluke. So, I like it. I'm not against it, but now I have to act in, what do I call it? Veil 2.0? Merbella's new veil. I'm gonna say veil 25, because that's when she reimagined it. I'm gonna call it that. Veil 25. Okay, veil 25, and then that is with... That's what I like about Merbella's, is it always gets me guessing. I'm always, like, it's never the same thing, and I'm always like, ooh, what is it actually? And so for this one, I'm like, okay, what are the scales? And they're the normal scales with no belly plating. And no back plating. I don't think black plating is a thing anyways. Okay, so Merbella's Classic, original generation, 18.5, not been re-released, latest discovery, oh yeah, both of these were generation 18.5. Okay, multiple options, there's not like, yeah, there's not different styles of the fluke, it's just you can choose. Look at all these combinations. If I were to get this tail, you know, I'm not like a huge fan of the red, so I don't think I'd get the dorsal. I don't think I'd do the dorsal. Normally I'm a dorsal girly. Oh, but I do like this layered hip and pec fin. I would probably get it this way if I were to get this. I'd get the layered hip and pectoral fin. It's fun. Look at all the fins you can get on that tail. Cowabunga! Okay, so that is all that. And month, February. And this was actually January, February, because I knew it would be so popular. That was the right call. And then this is month, March 25. Okay, so we're gonna do MG, thank you for waiting so patiently for the request. We're gonna organize tail archives by color over time. So, I think I'll try and keep it in the release order. Maybe. But then I'll... How can we do this? Well, I guess we'll just kind of... Sort A to Z. Yeah, let's see which one just by count. Because I don't think I want to do count by each color by each year. Maybe I can make a graph. Alright, so coming in, sort. Is there a way I can sort by... When I do it, I copy tails, dates, and colors into a new sheet and try not to mess things and make a graph out of that. Yeah, that's probably best. See, that's the problem, is that I didn't turn these into dates. The generations, I didn't turn them into dates, frankly, because I couldn't find the dates for a lot of them, because it was so hard to go back. But I can probably do this by... Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna copy this, this, and this. I'm not gonna bother with re-releases. Okay. Now we're gonna turn paste. Okay. Oh yeah, because I did these sort of A to Z. I did these in a number format, kind of. Like, they're all sort of chronological. So, I bet I could make a graph out of this. Yeah, we'll convert to table. And then, let's see, can we create a graph? Few more cell actions. You know, I don't know if I've ever actually created a graph. Insert chart, there we go. Insert a chart, okay. So, yeah, we'll do a line column chart? Or maybe we'll just do... Maybe we'll do a line chart per color. Okay, so the x-axis is gonna be... First, we're actually gonna sort these to A to Z. So it's back in order. Okay. Ah! My chart! There we go. Okay. Hi, Yo Mama House! Welcome! Alright, so... The x-axis is gonna be... D. Hello. There we go. And this is just going to be, the label is going to be, how do you make, what the heck? Okay, whatever. Just call them these labels. Okay, so this is, hey, this is nice. Okay, so this is showing how many tails they release. I think it's doing a count. So yeah, because Generation 1, they released, I guess, 6 of these. Generation 2, they released almost a dozen. Generation 3, they went back to to like 7, 4. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Generation 5, yeah, there was only a, or I guess this is a, what is this one? Generation 5, what's that data point? Can we see? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, this says 3. For what? Generation 5? Oh, right, because Generation 5 was a lot of re-releases. That's right. So they actually... Or no. No, there was more than that. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the heck? Bear with me, I'm still learning this. Generation 5. Oh, no, yeah, that was 6. So this is... Oh, gosh. Can we add in... We gotta add in grid lines. On the vertical axis and the horizontal axis. And oops, no. How do we do? There we go, grid lines. And can we do it on the other side? Oh my gosh. It's fine. You know what? We can just haha! Perfect. We can spread that out. And then we can kind of see. Maybe I should do data labels. I gotta say, I don't like this as much as Excel charts. Because it's kind of named everything slightly differently. Anyways, okay, so that is our count. Now, I think if I just... Ooh, the consistency of the latter years is so satisfying. Yeah! Except it's more than 4, so I don't know. Like, this is 2. But Generation 18... Oh no, there was only 4. You're right. Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't know why I'm doubting it. But yeah. Yeah, they kind of found their groove. They're like, okay, 4 is the right amount. Yeah, starting with... I never would have figured that out. Unless it was the chart. Okay, so I think... Alright. Can we add in more data? Maybe I'll just make a new chart. So that's fun. That is how many releases they do per year. Kind of. With some removed for re-release purposes. Because I only record which one has been created once. Like, this is like tail conception at birth on the left here. Which is why a database is going to be helpful for more endeavors. But, okay, let's see. Can I create another chart? Oh my gosh. That was the sexiest thing I've ever seen. The data, you guys. Okay, well, you know what's not freaking satisfying? The color of this pie chart, so let me just make this. Please hold. Okay, I know this is ugly, but this is just, I'm real quick pulling colors from where I could find them. How did it know what I wanted? That was so hot. Okay, rainbow is just gonna be kind of like, not white. We're gonna make it like, I think before I've represented it as kind of like a light yellow. Yellow's already yellow, teal needs to be more teal. Natural, I usually do like a gross brown color. And then this is white. White will be white. Okay. Oh, guys, this is like the hottest thing. I love being a nerd. Okay. So behold, this is a count of primary color family theme. Right, because I was about to filter it, so I knew what I was doing. This is a count of primary color family theme from FinFolk. It's fairly even all the way around, but you can see our clear winner here is green. There are 15 green tails, 12 orange, 12 pink, 11 purple, 11 blue, 11 black and gray. That's more than I thought. Like 2 white, 8 natural, 12 teal, honorable mention for the color teal, yellow 3, rainbow 9, red 7. You know, it's kind of spread out, but you see it leans a little bit more towards the green because intrinsically, deep down, people just want to be, oops. Let's see. I don't know, people just want to be Ariel. Slice label, what can I do? Value, oh yeah, there we go. Ooh, guys, that's nice. That's nice, except that one should be white. There we go. Whoa, blue, green, pink is typical. Not the prevalence of orange is pretty unique. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So, okay. So we've done that. So I wonder if I did a filter of the clear. If I did a filter of the teal. Oops. Aw, man, that's annoying. Oh well, okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is, yeah, this is kind of what I thought I might have to do, but I don't know. I'm not sure how to make like many different lines with different kind of filters. I'm not quite that good at this yet, but so this shows the prevalence of teal. So we got 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, let's see. I'm actually curious about the black gray. Oh wait, can we do it like this? Dang it, no, because it does an or instead of an and call. That's back to teal. Let's see about black gray. Nope, kind of been consistent. Gone up a little bit. I think you can add a series. How do I do a series? Okay. Series. Oh, here. Okay, here we go. So line 1. How do you add a different series? That's a thing. And how do you do that? Axis. I want to know what the, I pulled the, oh, from source data. Nope, that's just the number format. Oh, it's probably set up. Oh, add series. Okay, perfect. So, I think we're cooking. Sorry, this is difficult. No, it's okay. I like to learn. I love learning, guys. Yeah, you don't even know. Okay. All right. It didn't like that. Try B2. B114? There's been 114 of these suckers? What do you mean select that data range and you don't like it? The heck? 1 column required. Huh? I have columns and rows selected. Okay. Okay. Select a range. This is my selection. Nope. What do you mean invalid type? Okay, this is just data. What do you want from me? Add series. Select a data range. Okay, let's just select all of you. 1 column required. Yeah, that's fair. So then let's do B1 to B114. Then it says invalid type, so let's do B2. Is that not where my data starts? B3. What does it mean by invalid data type? Huh. What do you mean invalid type? Maybe because this is... I don't know, where did my line chart go? Okay, set up. Add a series. Select a data range. Okay, what if I did it... this as a text? Invalid type. I don't get it. What do you want? No, I'd like to figure out how to do this. Hello? Yeah, I think if I'd set up those as dates, that would have been easier. But if I went to create everything as a date, that would be if I was to like find and replace every single date for all 114 tales. That would be bad. Oh, okay, here we go. We've got counts of primary color family theme. Okay, perfect. And it does it as a count here. So yeah, it's basically the same as a pie chart. But can we do... Are we looking for a combo chart? Oh, timeline chart. Nope, doesn't like that. X-axis and series. Select data range. I guess it should be this. Add a series to start visualizing your data. I'm trying! What? What is it that you hate so much about my data? Is it because it's those weird little buttons? I don't blame you, but please, please work. Not making it easy. Because what I want is I want a line chart for each of the colors on top of this. Because I think I can't represent every single color as a bar because there's like 7 of them. But if I had them as different colors, it might be the drop-down boxes. I think it might be. So let me just... I wonder if I can just... X. Paste just as text. Is this just text? Okay, now this is just text. So if I were to take this and then format paint it all the way down... Makes it easier to see anyways. No! I mean, it makes the data easier to see, but I want it to be not as, drop-downs. Like, the drop-downs are very pretty, but I think as, like, Excel calls and stuff, I don't think that they work very well. Which is why I'd eventually like to get rid of all these, put this into Excel. And I would like to just... Can I just clear these? Good. Hello? Let me just get rid of this. Delete? Backspace? My gosh. Okay, no, it's fine. Maybe if I just copy and paste. It shouldn't be the drop down since the primary is a drop down too. That might be why. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine, because we know that this is... We know that these match. So... Set up. Add series. Okay. Hopefully this will work. This one here. Invalid type. Are you kidding me? Okay, let's try it like this. What do you mean invalid type? I don't get it. What does invalid type mean? Help. I give up. Invalid type. Alright, Google. Invalid type Google Sheets series. Yeah, I can't put the data in a series. Invalid type. If your data is text strings instead of numbers. Okay, so maybe... So now I have to convert these to numbers, which should be fairly... Oh, no, it's... Oh boy, is it not! Oh, it has to be numbers. Okay. So now I just have to... Right, because I've got a colon there. Alright. Hold, please! Oops. Boop. This turns into 2. And boop. This turns into 3. Yeah, that was my problem, is that I tried to alphabetize it, and then I tried to make it more granular, and then I turned it into a button, and yeah, it doesn't make it simple. Like, it was both numbers and text, and I should have just given it a unique integer ID. That's what I should have done. Which reminds me, the whole point of this live stream is I wanted to try and figure out how to turn this into a proper database, like in Oregon school. But I really want to answer your inquiry and any other inquiries that people have about the FinFolk Fabric Tale spreadsheet lore. But yeah, the more I've learned about spreadsheets in Excel, the more I realize this is a horrific one. But wait till you guys see my budget spreadsheet. My budgeting, it's more like an expense tracker spreadsheet. It is the ugliest freaking thing. Like, there's not even headers. It's so bad. I don't know why. My expense tracker spreadsheets don't look good, but they are just truly terrible. They function almost like nothing important. It's particularly bad, but I just kind of keep them that way. It's not even like I have formulas set up or anything. It's just there, and it just exists as essentially like I've scrawled on a snot-covered napkin. Alrighty. Nearly there, guys. Okay. This is gonna be beautiful. Okay. 18. I'm like, I don't know why it wouldn't just alphabetize things. Why don't you like my text? Alright. Okay, we've done it. Alright. Now, I don't want a conditional format. Add series. And this series is this one! And this series is... Come on. This. Add series is, oh, for God's sakes, this, 2, this, ha, 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 it didn't hate it, okay, alright, that did nothing, what the heck, oh no, now it's adding them up, no, we don't want a sum, we want a count, okay, that's better, so now it's counting them up, but that's not the way I wanted to do it. That's one series, but I want to add another series. Month and year it is then? Yeah. Well, it's not even month and year, I just have it in generation. Okay. So I have it counting, but I want that. Oh, no, that doesn't work at all. Why is this so difficult for me? Okay, I need the colors to be counted. And I need them to go on a line. Stacking. Maybe if I switch them? Maybe 6 more. What the heck? Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Why are there so many of them? Now it's like duplicated them. What the heck? Alright. Let's just delete this one, and we'll delete this one, and we're gonna try again. I'm gonna take all this data, and we're gonna try again with, yes, that is just perfect. Oh, that's the names. Oh, we don't want the names. Psych, I lied. I'm like, what the heck now? What are you counting? All right, this, we are going to create a chart. And we want it to be a combo chart. And the x-axis, okay, the x-axis should be column 2, yes. No, column 2, yes, is the, where are the labels? And the 1, 2, 3. I think that's color per period, not seeing color at all together, yeah. No. Okay. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. Okay, so the x-axis. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's our timeline there. Perfect. Okay, we did it. X-axis, that's our timeline there. They look dumb. There we go. Okay. Hey! Okay, now it's counting the tails. I'm not really sure what that's doing, but series 2, oh, that's a sum. Okay, sum is count. Yes. So that's how many... Okay, so this is basically the same that we've done before. And I would like to make this... Okay, add series. So this time, it's gonna be this, but black and gray. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I can make multiple series in one with a filter active. I need to figure out a way to do it, like a count if. So we've got all of them by generation. And then we need to, yeah, and this is our count, and then we need to separate them out by color. And like, so we've got the x-axis is this, and the y-axis is the count. And then we need to add a series. How do we do this? Okay, hold on a second. Can I do this? But... Oh, it doesn't like that! Does it have to be a number? I really don't want to number them, but let's just... Because I want them to have a name. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's see if I can... Okay. So this is actually should be a line, yes. But then we need to make multiple series. Add series of... Yeah, this is where Excel would probably be easiest. Pivot table that links to a chart. Yes, exactly. Oh, it doesn't like that? What? It doesn't like that. Does it have to be a number? If your data is text strings. Everything is in numbers. Can be text strings that look just like numbers. Format, number, plain text. Those values are text. You can use... Oh, format, number. Okay, can I try that? Can I just... Format? Number. You are a number now! Ah! No, doesn't like that. Format, plain text. Nope. Dang it! Why? Google Sheets, why don't you like me? Alright, okay, hold on a second. We're gonna nuclear option this, alright guys? A nuclear option, because now I am also very curious about the trends of their, Alright. Let me change my window capture. Window. Alright, you are now Excel! Doesn't this look tasty? Google Sheets is very pretty. Is it good for... looking nice? No. And what the heck do you mean? Anyways. Or Google Sheets is pretty. Is it good for doing things correctly? No, not entirely. And this, it just turned it so ugly. Yeah, try select data, insert pivot tail. Yes, got it. Can we just... Where's that pivot table option? Summarize the pivot table. You are now a pivot table. No. Alright. To be fair, I'm not entirely familiar with pivot tables. I don't think that looked right. I don't think that's right. I'll just convert this to a table. Data. Hello? Where did that go? Where's my table option? There we go. Okay. Ooh, Power Query Editor. Wow, look at that. Yes? Okay. Alright. Oh, my formatting. It's fine. Okay. There, you are a table now. And now we are going to... Let's see if we can just create a chart. Charts. And we want... What kind of chart do we want? We want a combo chart. I would help if I was there. I appreciate you doing your best to help, because this is not an easy thing to help me with. Again, I'm pretty new to, like, vaguely advanced Excel. I'm only on, like, level 2 at my school. Where's the frickin' combo chart? There it is, combo chart. And, what do you mean you don't want me to select it? What in fresh heck? Yeah, I'm still new to this, but I really enjoy it, and I'm trying to get better at it. Okay, so counts, sums. No, we definitely don't want sums. We want counts. Dale name by primary color, family theme. Count of tail name. I call one that's the same thing. But I want it the other way around. I don't know if that worked very well. Alright. Oh, okay. Alright. So at least I can filter these. I can filter which ones are showing, which is nicer. But I still want to make this a combo chart. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, this one we're just going to delete. Like, I would really like... I'd like to create a combo chart. Create a custom combo chart. Yes! I would like to do that! Why won't you let me? See, this is where it is making me suffer. Because I want to create a chart. Oh god. That's not right. Oops. All right. Yes, we don't want that. We don't want that at all. We don't want anything from column 1. We want... So we want primary color, family theme, yes. And then we want... the generation. That's what column 2 is. Generation. that didn't work at all. That was so bad. I'm gonna rename this. Or no, not gonna rename. Okay, actually, I think I'll get rid of column 1 because I don't need this. Column 2 is the okay. I wonder if I just select the data I want and see if it can just automatically create a combo chart for me. A chart that feels right. Wait, where's my magical quick analyze button? Where did that go? Create a chart. Sum of generation. Close. We don't quite want. No, we don't want that. Custom color. My husband laughed so hard and said, gosh. Thank you, Larissa. He said, my husband laughed so hard and said, if only this was a Mermaid D&D spreadsheet stream, it would be perfect for me. Oh my gosh. Thank you for being a first-time donator. I really appreciate it. Yeah, frankly, I think I would fall down a really slippery slope if I started to be a D&D person, that it would consume my life and it would not be good for me. Okay. I feel like we're getting somewhere here with this chart. So we don't want it to be a sum. We want it to be a count. Alright, how do we... Alright, primary color, family theme. So we want actually these to be flipped. Hello! Chart areas. Why don't I just go to the... Change the chart parts. Pivot chart analyze. Change data source, maybe? No, I don't want to change the data source. I just want to flip things around. It's probably in pivot chart options. That seems like too many things. Data? No. Yeah, that is too many things. Show fieldless? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is actually... There we go. Generation. Okay. Sum of generation by primary color family theme. Well, that's not what it is. No, it's generation, and that's the count. Count of primary theme. Okay. So I think legend series. So now we need to put that. Guys, I think I'm getting somewhere. Maybe not. Gosh, I really want to figure this out. I know it's really not that hard. Add a trend line based on series. Oh my god, guys, I think I did it. Okay. Hello? Hello? Trend line? Add a trend line based on series. Okay. It's almost working. It's almost working. I've almost got it. So, yeah, this legend should probably be a trend line. It should have a filter option within the chart. That's what I thought. Filter. Oh, no, this is... Oh, shoot, this is filtering by generation. But we want... I don't want to filter it. Okay, oh, filters. Okay. I think I got it. Nope. Okay, what if I just do select all? Now what are you doing? Hello? Oh, I don't have Okay, how do I... Okay, so this is my sum. So now I just need to... Sorry, this is so stupid. But how do I need to move... Oh, you can't see this. Hold on a sec. There we go. Okay, so I need to move this second generation, and the chart has a drop down. So that's just giving me the generation. But I don't want to filter by generation. I want to filter by... Oh! Okay. Count of primary color family theme. But... Oh! Yeah, no, that's just... Yeah, Gen 2 had the most. Yeah, so that is showing me that. Oh, how did I get it back? Duration? No, you want to sort it. More sort options. Manual? Oh yeah, no. Yeah, that's the way it's sorting it. Or that's just the way it's like ordering it. So I want to keep it in this order. But I need to make it at least filtered up and down this way. But I should be able to drag the color to the filter field. Oh, that makes sense. But then it deletes everything. So that, yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out, is how do I make this also here? I know this is so dumb. How do I also make this a value? I guess it doesn't have to be... No, it needs to be... Yeah, this needs to be the value, because it's the count. It's the count of them, but it also needs to be a filter. So, this is a stupid question, but how do I make something that's both a filter and... Oh, I'm an idiot. I just drag it here. Okay. Alright. But I also want this to be a series. Okay. This might be working. No, keep the count. Yeah, I want it to be a count. Okay. No, it can either be a filter or a series. It can't be both. Okay, well then it should be a filter. Okay. Drag it from the list up top. Yes. Now, I gotcha. Okay, so now, I think what we can do... Okay! We kind of got it. I would like to overlay multiple at the same time. Can you do that? And I would like to make them align. But... Or instead of a column. But we kind of got it. We kind of got it to the point that it's sort of doing what I want. So now, okay, primary color. So black, there was a lot in Gen 3, and then, or 2 in Gen 3, and 1 in Gen 10, and then we've kind of stuck at 1 every now and then. Okay, let's go to blue. So we had 1 in Generation 1, 3 in Generation 2, and then kind of we've been on and off. Interesting. I wish we could keep all of the things. How can you do that? Anyways, alright, let's do green. Okay, looks like it stayed pretty consistent, except for in Generation 16, yes, when they had 2 of one go. Alright, and natural. We've definitely had more in later years, because we've got 10, 12, 14, 15, as opposed to only a few here and there. This is very, very ugly, but it kind of does what I want it to do. Ooh, la la. Orange has been pretty darn consistent. I think this is orange. Yeah, orange has been pretty consistent. There's a lot of them, but there was only, yeah, Generation 2. We're going to see a lot of Generation 2 spike up here, because it's just, there was a lot in Generation 2. Oh my goodness! This is pink. There were 2 pinks in Gen 9. And that was it. Okay, purple. What have we got for purple? There's not a ton, but in Generation 7, there were 2 purple tails. Rainbow tails. Oh, there's only like 3 of them. Oh, there's more. What the heck? That doesn't seem right. What? Very interesting. I admire your perseverance. Thank you. We're in hyper-focus mode, baby! Oh my gosh. Yeah, what's this? Rainbow. No, we don't want some. We want a count, first of all. Oh, there's 9 rainbows. Oh, right, it's white that's only 3. Yeah, so we got, yeah, there was like, yeah, 2 rainbows in Gen 4. Yes, that's right. Like, rainbow kind of just goes for multicolored, like, when I couldn't pick one. So it's not, like, truly representative of rainbow tails, but it's best I could do. Yeah, red was not super popular, but there were 2 of them in Gen 12. And teal, we're probably going to see 1 in, like, every generation here. Yeah, nearly almost all of the generations. Some of them had 2. So it seems like they never do more than 2 of the same kind of color scheme in each generation, which high-key makes sense to me. Yeah, white, there's only 2 of them. I thought there were 3, but that's okay. And yellow, we have... yeah. 2, 3, and 13. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this. I thought that, like, this might be a bit boring for people, but, I mean, maybe it is. But I'm having oodles of fun. You know, this is what I do when the husband's away from home. I'm like, live stream of spreadsheets. You know, we can count this as my studying. Okay, I would really like to make this a proper line chart. Because this is just... like, this is just counting all of them. So this is just a count of every single one. So I'd like to... no, not like that. Trend line? No, that's not it. Yeah, we want to change the columns into lines. And then we want to do multiple of them. So how do we do that? Change chart type. How about just a line chart? Maybe a line is really what I needed to do this whole time. Line! And then you can separate them. No! It's still doing count. It's doing count of all of them that are selected, rather than a count of each filtered. Like, I feel like I need to separate all of them out. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, so this is all of them. Let's just do... alright, let's just do, like, pink and purples. Pretty consistent. Let's do... yeah, I like the lines more than the bars anyways. White. Yeah, but I also... okay, here's the other thing, is I also want to show... the data points. We can't see the menu, so it's hard to help. That's fair. That's fair. I'm just trying to... I'm just trying to figure out how I can, at least keep these here. Yeah, no, not automatically select based on data. Haha! Take that. Okay, at least now I can see when there's, like, a drop-off. 1, 2... no, it is still automatically selecting based on data. Heck! Why are you doing that? Hello? Text options. Nope. Format axis. Vertical axis crosses. Number. I just want to... yeah, it's a date axis, so that is what it is. Like, they really should have been formatted as dates. Okay, here we go. Now I've got it kind of working. I think let's just do naturals. Nope, I don't have it kind of dating working. It is a text of a date type, yeah. I think I really should have God, I don't know. I should have made my generations just as release date. I think that would have helped me tremendously. But did I do that? No. So what I'm trying to figure out now is on my... I'll pull this up so you guys can see where I'm at in the world of Excel. So design, that's not what we're looking for. Display. Show the values rule, maybe? Data. Change data source, maybe? No, I shouldn't do that. I'm just trying to figure out how I can, one, keep these from jumping around when they're filtered, and two, I guess I can make this larger, then we're fine. Maybe if I just make it larger, maybe that would help. Let's see if we have no data on some days. Nope, we're still skipping some generations. So how do I keep those right here? That is the question. Like, I thought I had it when it said, just like, show based on... Expand, collapse, move, change chart type. That's not right. What about a stacked line? Nope. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Well, I think we have vaguely established the answer to the question, in which there hasn't really been a particular trend. You might have to set the axis to tick marks at a unit of 1. Okay. Alright. Set axis tick. More axis options. Axis position on tick marks. Okay, let's try that. No, but I don't think that was the right thing. Oh, because I had it before. I remember seeing that option somewhere. Set the axis to set tick marks at a unit of 1. Oh, tick marks, there we go. Interval between marks, yeah, 1. So I've got that. I'm just trying to make it not, Yeah, I'm just trying to make it not disappear when I'm doing it. Oh, there we go. Aha! Labels, maybe? Specify unit interval 1. Okay, let's try that. Make it orange. Hey! I think? Nope. Nope, that's not right. Dang it! How do you... I remember seeing that. Maybe it was in pivot chart options? Maybe that's where it was. Pivot chart options. Display. Tools and filters. Oh, allow multiple filters per field. We might be getting somewhere, guys. Compact form. Data. Okay, but I'm very excited about this. So wait, okay, if we go to pivot chart, how did you do the change data thing? Was that how you do it? No. How do I go to the thing where I just pick and choose? It's not in select data, it's somewhere else. Where did I get that? Wasn't in change fields, items, and sets? Oh, field list, there we go. Okay, wait. Filters. Dang it. But maybe if I do... Oh, guys! Okay, hold on a second. Hold the phone. Maybe I did it. Oh, wait, no. Wait. I got 2 lines for a second. Primary. Ah, dang it. Shoot, how did I... Dang it. Oh, I was so close. I thought I had it. Filter? I can't make it a filter and a series, but I want to do that. I want to do that. I thought I did. So what do these 2 lines mean? That is a thing. So we've got, right now it's showing me black, gray, and natural. Yeah, and those are the 2 ones I had selected. So where do I go to fix that? I'm excited, but now I can't find my filter. Oh, here we go. Oh, we did it! Yes! I did it. I had to filter it up here. I think that's what I had to do. And I think I had to change it in the options. I did it. We did it. Good job, chat. Yes! Victory! You can duplicate the column. Can I do that? Wait, is it in... Oh! Hold on a second. Oh, here we go. Oh, it just had to be there. This is stupendous. This is stupendous. Now the chart looks like trash. But we're here, boys. We are here. How many can I do? Oh, this is the exact same thing, but that's okay. Because then I think... Can I... Okay, hold on a second. That was too much. That was too many fields. Surely there must be an easier way of doing this, I swear. Like, I swear I've made line charts like this before. Okay. Alright, so. Primary? Yeah, and then I put it onto filter. And then we just do... Okay, the black and gray one. And then, see if we do a second one. Hey! Okay, wait, I think I... And then for this one... Okay. Let's try that. Oh yeah, because now there's only 2, but if I do 3, will there be a 3rd line that appears? Maybe? I feel like it's counting it in... I feel like it's counting it incorrectly. I think I had it right when I had it at legend. Because right here, now all the data is looking the same. But now it's looking different. If I do it. Ah, yeah, that's the thing. I was trying to make it a filter and a legend. I feel like we're close. But... Alright, select all. Yeah, that is what I wanted it to do. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But I can't filter it on my chart. Because, yeah, it can't be a filter and a legend. So it has to be just here, and I have to do it. Apologies. It looks so bad. We're gonna format. I think you have to do bars, maybe. Maybe. How do you do that? How do you change it to a bar? I'm sorry. I'm so silly. I'm so dumb. Okay, wait. Maybe that would make it better if it was a bar. Oh, what is this? Oh, interesting. I don't even know what any of this means! Design. Change chart type. Alright, let's turn it into... Yeah! Okay, yeah. So, yeah. It's a little different than a trend line, but... Okay, let's see if this makes sense. Ooh, fun. Except, I don't think they're color-coded, and I don't know how to do it. How to change the color of this, because I don't know what it is exactly. How do I... What are you? Yeah, I can change the fill. Series... Oh, red. Okay, perfect. And red. And this is series purple. Oh gosh, am I gonna have to do it for all of these? Series pink. So how do I change it via series? That is the question. Oh, it is changing it. Okay, good. Series orange. Okay, we're gonna be orange. Yeah, there we go. Okay, phew. I thought I was gonna have to do all of these. Series green. Okay, that's fine. Series blue. Can make that blue. And series black gray. All right. Great. I guess the white ones I'll have to change with the bar. Series green, series orange, series red. Oops. This is a very ugly chart, but I now have it doing what I want it to do. And what are you? Will you tell me? Series red. No, you are red. What are you? You are rainbow. All right. So rainbow is kind of like, we do kind of this. I'll do a light blue, like Rainbow Dash. This one is, I think I got all of them except for whatever this is. What is this? Series purple. Okay. You are purple. I think I got almost all of them. There's like this weird dark purple, maybe. You can put an outline on the white one. Yeah, that's the plan. I just have to find a white one. That's the tricky part. Here's purple. Series teal. Now the thing is, there should be one more in my thing. Oh yeah, blue. I need blue ones. Series blue. Yeah, my blue and my teal are the same color, so let's make this teal. Okay, now I have to find a white one somewhere. And I know there's only been like 3. Oh. I know, that's the plot area. Oh, I know, I'll just change the background. See if I can find any ones that are white. Nope. I don't think any of them are filled in as white. I'm just trying to find... Alright, I'm just gonna go quickly to my other spreadsheet and find a white one. Figure out what generation it was in. Heart of Atlantis and Birth of Venus. Generation 8 and Generation 11, okay. Alright, let's go to Generation 6, 7, and... yes. Series teal. Series white. Aha! I knew it was this weird purple color. There we go. And we'll give you an outline. There we go. Oop, we need an outline. An actual outline. You know, when I say I want an outline I can see, generally. There we go. Just make it like that. Huzzah. Or, better yet, you know what we can do, guys and gals? We can just change the background of this too. Let's just do a nice gradient fill with the color. Ew, that's ugly. Why are we doing a radial gradient? There we go. We'll just kind of do it. A nice gray color. Mmm. Tasty. Tasty gradients. Wow. This doesn't look good, I'm gonna be honest, but we have sort of done it. Alright, now we gotta make this huge. Text options. Hello? Hello? Yes, you. Text. I would like you to be large, please. Oh, that's how you switch between things. We're learning new things every time. Hello, I would just like you to be large. Darn it. I don't know if I can change the text size. Access options. X-axis. Huh. This is so dumb, but I can't actually change my text size. It doesn't want me to do that. I feel like surely there must have been a way I could turn this into a trend line, but it's okay. A bar chart is just as fun. Wait. Can I make it bigger? Nope, that's not it. I want to change the text. If I do. Aha, there we go. I just have to go to my normal settings. There, telling me what generation it is. Normal, use the normal method. Ah, yes. You'd think that would be the obvious option, but when I'm doing everything in these silly little menus, it didn't cross my mind! I'll admit I have no idea how any of this stuff works. I have the smallest inkling of ideas. Wow, that's still so not big enough. There we go. Now we're cooking, kind of. There we go. Okay, that'll work. And then this stuff over here, also gonna make large and in charge, even though it should be pretty obvious, but there we go. Also, why do I have half integers? Can I make that not so? These, I would like it to be real. What the heck? What did I do? Hello? There we go. Okay. How do I make these? This. I would like it to be access value 1. Nope. Nope. What did I do? Tick marks. Labels. Number. That's tick marks. Yes. Tick marks. No. Label position. No. Number. Not linked to source. Ah! That's not right. Access value. Oh! Major 1. Minor. Yeah, there we go. It was in access options units. There we go. That's how you do it. Wow, look at that. In Gen 2, they had 3 teal tails, and that is the most they've ever done as one tail type. Set units. Yeah. We did it. Did it, folks. Alright. Like, this is definitely a lot harder than, like, the, sum of tails. Sum of tails by, or I'll do count of tails, not sum. Count of tails by number of primarily covered theme per generation. Yeah, this is actually, like, quite a bit more challenging, kind of, than my, the assignments I've been doing in my class, but it's more practical because I'm not just, like, following a step-by-step, I'm actually engaging my brain and trying to figure it out. I feel like I should be paying you. I'd be super chatting you, Larissa. This is so fun. Okay, so it's like, it's been 2 hours of this, and this is what we've come up with. 2 hours of stream. Let me futzing around. So, as you can see, my spreadsheet, while glorious, oh, hold on a sec, while glorious and so very pretty, is not very useful at all as a database. It's, yeah, it's pretty, but it's not very good or functional. Oops, not very good or functional at all. So, I would like to redesign it. Will I have the time to do this? Absolutely not, but a girl can dream. And I just learned about database design, and so I've got a whiteboard here. Oops, sorry guys. And I'm gonna try and figure out, spreadsheets are my thing. I hope you are being paid very well, and that you can afford all the beautiful, lovely mermaid tales that you want. This video is not sponsored by FinFolk. I just find their archival systems frustrating, and I just like to track things. But clearly I can't track them very well, and I can't do power queries or anything like that, and there's over 114 tales now. So, I'd like to create a database. So, like a database that are like a bunch of different tables all together, and I'm gonna try and database design it up here. I wonder, can I, like, rotate this down so you guys can see what I'm doing? Okay, and then I will... I don't know if this is gonna work if I rotate the camera in OBS. Whoa! Can you guys see? Oh, it works! Okay. Fantastic, fantastic. Alright, so, FinFolk time. Oh gosh. This better not... This is a dry erase marker. This is a terrible whiteboard, is what it is. I've had it since college. Okay, the first time I went to college. Now I'm back for real college, not sound design and Bible college. So what I want to do is I want to create a bunch of different entities. So I think the first one is just tails. And then the other one is discovery tales. Like, should releases, obviously, colors, so I know for a fact that I'm gonna need a primary ID for each tail. Hello, Liza, welcome. For those that have just joined, I have a giant spreadsheet of every single FinFolk fabric tale ever released, because I'm insane. And, oh, there's your problem. I had this all wonky. If you have any questions, or, like, things you want me to figure out, the spreadsheet is long. It is long and it is not good, so I'm gonna try and redesign it. But if you have any questions about, like, different sorting or organizing, or, like, how many times something's been re-released or something, just let me know. You can grab my attention with the super chat, and then I can try and answer it for you. Because there are like over 114 FinFolk fabric tales, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to categorize them that doesn't suck in the way that this Google spreadsheet that I made a year and a half ago when I didn't know anything about databases exists. So, yeah. So each tale needs to have a primary ID, and, like, that's its name. Like, that's what we... So, I'll use my Aurora Borealis. Tale name. So, like, that's what we call them. And I feel like that makes sense. Should it be an integer? It probably should, but I don't really want to give them numbers because it's easiest if I just remember their name. And they probably have their own SKU in FinFolk's thing, but I don't know what it is. But the primary ID is the tail name, so like Aurora Borealis, and then it'll have the like scales, fluke. So like each tail when it's birthed, I guess, I don't know what. So each tail when it's birthed, it's got a fluke, it's got color, it's got patterning, it's got the scales. What other properties does the tail have? Patterning, color, scales. Oh, it has fins. And of all these things, it could be a variety of different things. But that's okay. Yeah, because it could be a variety of different ways of wearing of the tail's design. So I think, like, one database is just, like, about each tail, and there's only one tail in each, or one primary ID, which is the tail, in this entity. And it's only going to happen once, and all we need to know is the properties of the tail. Okay. And then, I think our next entity, and this is, yeah, so this is tail designs. Tail design name. Because we're only going to go by the tail design name. And then, oh yeah, oh, right. Yeah, no, okay. Maybe not the fins. Because, like, it has to be because some of the tails are in multiple generations. And some of them are not. And some of them change per generation. And their properties change. That's the freaking tricky part! So I need to... Should it be, like, releases? So, like, release, and, like, would each different iteration of a tail have a different release ID with secondary keys? So this is a primary key, is, like, the release ID. So, like, say for the Aurora Borealis. So for the Aurora Borealis, let me get back to this. Hello, yes. My favorite, my baby, my darling. My favorite FinFolk tale. I do like many of them, but the Aurora Borealis is my precious angel. Oh, also. I can't find any of my stuff. No, I just want to click on this one. Wasn't there a way I could double click it and it would go nicely to my window? Oh well. Okay, so the Aurora Borealis. We're gonna go back to... Where is he again? There we go. So the Aurora Borealis... Maybe I shouldn't have filtered it that way. Aurora Borealis. What was I doing? Right, so its first release was like Gen... I'd like to get my, there we go. Flip this around so you guys can see what I'm doing. So the original release was 7 It shouldn't be decimals. For me, it's Damsel, and I'm hoping Everglade. Ooh. Okay. Those are nice tails. Alright, so, like, this, like, the first release for the Aurora Borealis. So, yeah, the Aurora Borealis, and then release was 7, Generation 7, or should it be... No, I think release ID. I think release ID should be what release it's part of. So I guess we'll call it 2020-07, or 11, sorry, it wasn't 07. 11, and then whatever date it was. We can do just kind of like a straight date format. Let's say it was the 18th, 11/18. But then we need a release date. Should we do it like that? Because, like, I want to know what number generation it is. So I think it could be 7, 2020, 11/18. Or should just be generation 7. But then the date is, like, 2020/11/18. I don't actually remember what date it is that the Aurora Borealis released. But that was the first one. So this was the first one. And then there was the second re-release of the Aurora Borealis, which I'd mark down here. Signature re-release. I think I've watched Team Ham's meme too much every time I hear Aurora Borealis. Yeah, oh my gosh. When the Aurora Borealis came out, hey guys, when it came out to play in Vancouver, my husband was like quoting that too much last year. It was not fun. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, should the primary ID be the date? Maybe it should. Or like the release ID should just be the date. Release date ID? Because it's like whenever they put out a version of this original tail design, do the date gen number can be a separate field. Yeah, that's true. So it should be release date and then gen number is 7. And then for the next re-release, that was Tale of the Month in January 2023. So that would be 2023 0101. Yeah, I guess release date. And then that was Gen 12.5. But then the other thing is that, like, sometimes it changes. So for this one, like, okay, so for none of them, what doesn't change? What doesn't change is the patterning. The design is the same. The color is the same. The scales is the same. The fluke changes based on whether or not it's a discovery. So we're just stripping it down to, like, the bare bones of the tail. And the fins, that doesn't count because it changes per tail. So then, and the fabric. So then it's, okay, I'm running out of space here, but it'd be, oh, also, you guys can't see it. Hold on a sec. Hold the phone. There we go. So then it's like, should have done this on my GoPro, so it's like, nice wide angle. So then it should be fluke, fabric, fins. The 3 Fs. The fluke, the fabric, and the fins. And so then, okay, but here's the problem. Here's the problem, is that when they re-release, sometimes they also re-release as a discovery, and the discovery is another entry into this, but the discovery is often re-released at the same time. So it needs its own unique ID because, and I can't just go off the date because the release date is the same. It's 2020-01-01 when they did the discovery. And that was also generation 12.5. So I can't go by generation. I can't go by date. I have to give it a number. So what should the number be? Like, that's the thing, I guess I could do, like, well, like, I just did 1, 2, 3. I guess, but it's like, this is for every single tail ever. Which would get complex. And I'd have to enter all of them at once, but it is possible. Hi, hello, for those just joining, today I'm trying to make a database out of this insane spreadsheet that I've made of every single FinFolk fabric tale ever made. We did a bit of work trying to make some charts and some columns and things like that. Do discovery as a fluke option. That's kind of my well, no, we can't do that. That would be too simple. But you see, some of the tales get released only as discoveries, and some of them only get re-released as signatures, and some of them get released as signatures and discoveries at the same time. And so, like, they have to be separate things. Unless I made a database of discovery tales, which maybe I might have to do instead. Maybe I might have to do that. Of, like, well, that's kind of what I did already on this sheet, as I did discovery. Because, yeah, the fluke could be a discovery fluke. But, yeah, then that would be a duplicate entry. So it has to be... I envy whoever at FinFolk had to do this. Maybe it's all on a garbongled spreadsheet the same as mine. I don't know. But the fluke... Yeah, because, like, the fluke is Calypso. Or no. Calypso. So, and then the fluke on this one is Discovery. Or should I do it as, like, Discovery, where, because they don't have anything else. That's the thing, fabric isn't an issue, because they're only ever in the scuba net. So Discovery would be the name, that's a secondary ID, the date it was released, and maybe the gen? Name, date, generation, maybe. Oh no. What about a release date, ID, date, and D then maybe. Maybe. But then that might be hard to alphabetize. Because then it would get mad at me because it's not a number. Like, I guess I could do it like 01011 and then 2023 01012. Like, maybe that's what it just should be. Yeah. But now I've nicknamed my generations in a way that makes sense based on, like, the things, but then it would have to be... Then the generation would have to be at the end, 12.5, or maybe I don't even bother. No, because some of them aren't part of really a generation. They kind of are, they kind of aren't. I got annoyed in my spreadsheet here, because, yeah, I was like, oh, they're their own thing. Because sometimes they release the discoveries as a, like, fall ready to ship. Okay, so, yeah. My generations aren't integers. They're not all integers. I think I need to make the generations just a release date. So, like, the fall 2023 generation would be gen number 2023, I think it was, like, 10/01, you know, something like that, October 1st. That would work with 1 and 2. Yeah, I think I might do that. So, like, okay, taking, for example, a different tale. That one's too complicated. Let's do, the Way of the Water tale. So, the Way of the Water tale, this time I'll do it. Ah, gosh. My frickin' whiteboard. Okay, we'll redo it this time. Goodness me. Okay. Maybe the blue sucks. Let's do it in black. Okay, so Way of the Water. The Way of the Water. WOTW. So, tail name, Way of the Water. Okay, that's our secondary ID. Then we have, gosh, what am I doing? Okay. Tail release ID. Is this spreadsheet for organizing merfolk tails you already have? No. This is just for organizing every single FinFolk fabric tail that's ever been made. I'm trying to turn it into a database because for some reason I'm really enjoying learning Access and Excel in school, that I'm doing this for fun. So tail release ID. So the tail released, see, I don't remember, but let's go 2022. It was 01, or not 01, 1201. And then we'll do fluke is signature, or like I think this one was nymph. Obviously, can't you read this? Here, I'll put it back on me. Okay, so the fluke is nymph, and then yeah, we'll do fabric, fins. What did we say? Fabric, fins, fluke. Yeah. Okay. And then I guess we can also do date and maybe gen. Okay. So this is tail release of the Way of the Water. And this is our primary ID, tail release ID. So 2022 1201 1, and that is for the Sea Nymph fluke version. Fabric, scuba, fins, multiple. Date is 12/1/23, and gen, this is gen tail of the month 2022. What number did I call that? I called that 10.5. I called it gen 10.5. And then, so when we have the Way of the Water, tail release 2022 1201, tail release ID, then we're going to call it 2. I don't think that we need to name them anything like more than that. And then the fluke is discovery, fabric, scuba knit, fins, none, date 12/1/23, gen 10.5. Okay, I think that makes sense for a tail release ID. But okay, I think this is something that just goes in the notes of the design entity. I know I'm upside down. Is just notes is like if it's a reskin or a modification. So like the Way of the Water, in the notes I would put recolor of Navi tail. Yeah. I think that's what I would do. Because I'm like, there's no way that I can make like a full database of like the original designs and then the reskins of it. Okay, so now let's see what that would look like with, let's just say, the latest generation of the Merbella's tails. So we're gonna skip ahead a bit here in the timeline. I think you have it. Okay, so then latest Merbella's tails. We have the Everglade tail release ID. Those released, yeah, I think it just needs to be dates. So 2024 10/1, and then the Everglade is 1. And then fluke, I don't know. It's a something. The fabric is scuba knit. The fins multiple. Date 24/10/1, I don't know. Generation 18. And then for the Everglade discovery, so the design is still Everglade. And then we do tail release is 2024 10/1/2. And then, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do 01/02, Because otherwise, because some of them, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get to the double digits, but I might. So it's better if I just set it up like this. 01, 02, and then I have Fluke, Discovery, no, Big Adventure, I'll just do that. Even though I'd name it what the Fluke type is. But I do Discovery Merbellas, because the Merbellas Discoveries have a different one. And then I do Fabric, Scuba Knit, Fins, none. And then the date is the same. And the gen is 18. Okay. And then I would go down the list and I would go Firestone. And that is 2024, 10, 103. And so on and so forth. So each one would have a unique ID based on the date in which it was released. Which I think that makes sense. Because then what I could do is I could track, for example, the Island Iris. I could filter this column here by Island Iris and pull up all of the entries of the Island Iris based on the dates. So there was one in like 2017, there was one in 2019, and there was one in 2022. And then there was one in like 2023, but that one was a discovery. So I think that would work. You know, I'm having a lot of respect for my teachers that have to teach this, because my classmates, you want your date to be 2 digits 2 for consistency. Yes, that's right. So it'd be 2024 10 01 01. Yes, that would make sense. Yeah, I wouldn't shorten it. Okay, so that is kind of the first 2 sorted out, but there must be more. Okay, what else did I put in my spreadsheet? I put, oh, the patterning type, yeah, that was fair. Scales, flukes, signature release, months between OG and first re-release, so I think that one would kind of be moot. Latest discovery, that one is just, yeah, because I kind of started this spreadsheet as just kind of basically the tails, and then when they got released and when they got re-released. Yeah. Fins. Yeah. Like, would there be another thing? Like, maybe pricing, but I don't, to be honest, I don't have a ton of that information. I'm trying to think, what else could we put in this database that we needed to talk to each other? This is kind of all I got in my head when I was sort of vaguely planning this out. I'm trying to think, like, is there anything else you would want to know? Oh gosh. Please hold. I'm gonna get my spray so I can spray down this whiteboard effectively. I'm gonna redo it and make it pretty. I slipped on the floor with my slippers and kind of died. There we go. Noxious chemicals on my whiteboard. My very terrible whiteboard. Is it whiteboard cleaner? No, it is foaming glass cleaner. But it does the job. Alright. Okay, can you guys think of anything else that would work, that we would need to have in this database? Pricing would be helpful for resale, but way too complicated. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. If we were to do it... Let's do it in green now, for funsies. Okay, so if we were to do it, we would have... Like, this is the tails. And it's just the design. So no flukes. Just the design with the name and attributes. And then we have the release with name, and then Release ID, date, maybe. Yeah, we would need the date. I'll put you back on. Date, gen, but I'm honestly at this point, like, generation is more just for people to know what I'm talking about. Because people don't have really the dates memorized, but they know vaguely what a generation of each FinFolk tale is. Generation, I think, is kind of wholly unhelpful for any sort of tracking. Like, it would probably just be date. And then I guess the really... Oh, yeah, God, no. There's... well, then we'd have, like, fluke, fins. There is no way I can do tracking of pricing because it's different for every type of fin you have on your tail. No! I'm not doing that. I can't do that. Like, for that, then I would need to basically, which I'm sure that's what FinFolk does, is they probably have, like, an SKU with, say, like, Aurora Borealis 2022 version with all fins. Actually, I wonder. I ordered one. Let's see what it said. Let me see what my order says. I could probably look at what their release is, or their SKU. Aurora? Just FinFolk. Info at FinFolk. Let's just do at finfolkproductions.com. No, this is just stuff I talked to them about the review. Where's my receipt? I bought it. FinFolk. Oh yeah. Receipt for your payment to FinFolk. Oh, that was when I ordered straps. Okay, almost there, almost there. FinFolk Productions. Order confirmed. Yeah, so when I ordered the Discovery... Let's see. It just gives me the order number. It doesn't have an SKU for the Aurora. Interesting. Yeah, and I've got, like, my, like, we have a transaction ID and an order number. Like, huh. So let's just see if I can search FinFolk. Let's try one more. If I can find it. I bought a raffle ticket for a silicone tail from FinFolk? When did I do that? Back when I was in college? Faith, you idiot. Why did you do that? Anyways. Yeah. Yeah, that would be really hard to do. Because I would basically have to break down every single iteration of the tail into, like, a part number rather than a release ID. It's an interesting thought, but yeah, so you would be, like, release and then SKU. Yeah, and it would be a different... Then it would have the release ID. And then it would have... So SKU, like, Aurora Borealis 22, no fins. And then it would have the price of it. So, like, the all fins would be, like, I don't know, probably, like, 750. And the no fins would be, like, 400 and stuff like that. Like, it could be done, but I just don't have access to that. Because all of that is kind of hidden. And it changes all the time, so it's not so easy just to copy and paste. Oh, here's the other thing. Here's the other complicated thing. Was the fins. So, okay, if we're going back to the release spreadsheet. So we have the name, which would be, we're going to go with the Twilight Tide. And then ID, release ID, I think it was like 23,310, something like that. 310. And then fins. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, is some of them have different options for fins. Because we can do... Well, no. No, actually, we're not doing that. No, we are doing... Because this is the same tail, still. It's just got different options for fins. But this is... We're just gonna do it by... Yeah, we're not gonna... Because it's the same as the options you could have here. So say if the Aurora Borealis had, like a weird, roughly side fin option, that would be SKU, Aurora Borealis, 22, ruffle fins for $600. No, I'm just... Right, this is for my... what they redesign each thing to be like. So, the Twilight Tide... For example, when it was first released, it had 2+ styles. And the Caspian Cove, when that was originally released in, I think, 2019, so 1903, 10, whatever, and then that was, I think it was in 5, 10, and then, gosh, I guess this would be, like, number 4 of that generation. It had... one option, and then when it re-released in, I think that was this year, or this past year, 24, let's say 07, 01, version 1, or, yeah, it was the first one released that day, it had, I don't know, 2 options, or no, then it had multiple, so... Yeah, that's the thing, is that with the fins, you can have... I kind of categorized it into 3 kinds. You can have a tail, this is like almost a discovery, with no fins. You can have a tail... You'd think at this point, after 10 years of mermaiding, I know how to draw a tail. You can have a tail with 1 option, which is like, only a few of the original FinFolk neoprene tails had this. I think like Gen 4 and Gen 5. And then you can have a tail... which is like most of them now, with multiple options. So yeah, you had the side fins, and you can do calf fins, there's a dorsal fin, and you can pick and choose. So you could do, yes, I want the dorsal fin and the hip fins, or you could go, I just want the dorsal fin. Normally they don't let you do that, but I did with my Aurora Borealis, woohoo, because it was a re-release of... It was a resale. It wasn't a re-release. When they do the Small Business Saturday, that's not re-releases. So help me God, this is going to make it more complicated. These are not re-releases. Those are just extra stock that they're reselling. It's not anything new. Nothing's new. It's already been put out in the world. So that's like multiple options. And then we have different styles. So... like, the lionfishy ones are a great example. Like, we could have it for 2+ styles. So we have this one, ooh, the lionfish fins. Or, you can switch it, and it can be just a normal side fin if the big things are like that. And it's the same design in the same release, but it's different kinds of fin options. Does that make sense? FinFolk! Why do you do this to me? Oh my gosh. So, yeah, I think that's how it goes. So I'm not gonna make different entries for releases for the types of fins. Breathable. It's the autistic urge to make sense of things. Yeah, so that'll just stay in the release. Okay. So yeah, if I wanted to lose my mind, I could do different SKU numbers for each entity, or for a new entity of SKU numbers of the different, breaking it down even further, making it even more granular. So like, we could even do it like dorsal fin, hip fin, calf fin, hip fin 2, and it's like, oh, for the different option, you do hip fin 2, and that's it. And for all fins, it's dorsal, hip, and calf. I could do it like that. But I am not going to do that, because there's no point in me doing that. That tells me nothing of the whole point of this, which is just tracking. The whole point is just to track the re-releases and how often they re-release stuff, and, you know, do stuff like track how often they publish different colors and things like that. But we don't have to do this, because we are not selling the tails. We could be doing this, but I'm not selling the tails. I am merely a fan that's trying to collect some data. Maybe eventually I'll do a project on it. Who knows? Probably not. But that's the neat fun part. But we're not gonna break it down any further. But I'm just wondering if there's any other things I should do. I feel like I've pretty much covered all of my fields on the spreadsheet. Like the fabric, the fins, the fluke. When they get released, agreed, it's too much. Yeah, it's too much detail. When it got released, this would have the notes in the tail design thing. I'm trying to think of how generations fit into here. Because a generation, like, say, Gen 7 has the Aurora Borealis, and, yeah, it had the, I forget which else came out. I think the Tahitian Tide? It had some Carriel ones in there. But yeah, I don't really see much point in having generations, because it's kind of already encapsulated here in the releases, in the release ID. Huh. It is confusing to me. Like, where generations fit in. Because the point of generations is to just track their release dates. But that's kind of become a little bit muddled now, because they re-release one every month now. Yeah, the point of generations was to track release dates and, like, the different variations. Because it was, like, Generation 1 was the neoprene. Generation 2 had actually drainage holes. Generation 3 had this new upgrade. So that's how people would kind of differentiate. But nowadays, people just differentiate by fabric type. They're like, old fabric, new fabric. And when it's old fabric, I don't think anyone's listening, but don't buy secondhand tails made of the old FinFolk neoprene fabric. Don't do it. It'll fall apart. It's a bad idea. Not worth your money. Don't get scammed. Yeah. So. Like, yeah. I guess generation can just kind of, or like a release name? Maybe. Release ID and like release name, generation name. Because like every release has its own name. Like, Tale of the Month January, Tale of the Month March. And that's a little easier for me to understand than just 10-01-2023. Because I'm like, is this a Tale of the Month, or is this a batch release? I think that's what I need to do, is I need to have release ID, and then I need to have generation name. So for like this Twilight Tide, with the 2+ styles, the gen name would be 15.5 Tale of the Month. And it's just kind of as a way for me to tell. And this Caspian Cove here, that would be 4, which is like 2019-5 or something like that. And it's got the date, and that's good. So I guess, yeah, when I don't have to have the dates, really, because it can just be what generation it's part of, or generation release name. like names of the release ID, and the release date. And between the release ID and the release date and the name, I'll be able to tell when it released and in what context. So that's good. And then we can count, like, how many months they did Tales of the Month, how many... I don't know. The possibilities are really endless. Gen name is nice, yeah. But that's not going to be our primary ID, because obviously there's mostly things. But I don't know if we need a generation database. Like, maybe? But I feel like that's moot. I mean, the idea of a database is so that these can talk to each other, but it doesn't make a giant, ugly, muddled spreadsheet like so, where some fields are filled and some aren't. I feel like we also need notes for the release ID. Notes for, like, say, the Luminosa. Because this is generation 18.5, the ID would be 25010101. The fins, multiple, fabric, scuba, these are all scuba knits. And the notes is that comes with lights. Gotta go cook, excited to watch the rest later. I think I'm nearly done. I also need to eat. I haven't fed myself. I had all these ambitions, and then I got sucked into spreadsheet land. But no, this has been fun. Yeah, I think notes would be helpful for each re-release. Because, yeah, for, like, some of them I wrote there was no discovery for this one. In my notes section and stuff like that. So, what would you have be easily searchable? It's good. Yes, notes. Perfect. I appreciate the feedback. I want to send this to my friend, Mermaid Kaida, because she is also a spreadsheet goblin, and I feel like she's going to cringe at the part of me watching Excel, but delight in my spreadsheets a little bit, and my hilarity. But yeah, I think I like what I've got so far. I'm trying to think if there's a reason to, like, split this up, or, like, a way to, or, like, another thing that I can track. But, like, what possibly could I track? Except for the pricing and, like, the SKU for each type, which I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm not selling these things. It's like, what question would I have? A question that I have that I made for this database was, okay, I think it's just going to be talking head now, so we'll rotate me. Can I quickly do that? Is there any way? Oh, nope. Okay, we're just going to have to, you spin me round, round, baby, right round, till I come down, till I, ah! Surely, there we go. There must be an easier way with OBS. There we go. I'm trying to think, like, so the question I had when I first made this little database was, or this spreadsheet, was, what is what is a fabric tail that is the rarest? And you can find a tail that's the rarest by searching it up in the re-release ID, or in the release ID, so searching up tail name by release ID, and seeing which one comes up the least amount, I guess. And then searching which tails have been only released in ScubaKnit, so you could search it by tail name, again in the release ID sheet, and see which ones are only in neoprene, I guess. Filtered by that. Like, the main thing, yeah, that would be helpful is just, like, knowing which ones have been re-released and which ones haven't. And I guess you can figure that out by seeing how many times it's shown up when you just search it by name in the release spreadsheet. But while we've still got my garbage goblin spreadsheet, I think, oops, I'm still upside down here. I think it's a perfect time to try and predict what they're doing next year. I'm just gonna kind of put me here, or next month, and then I think I'll call it a day. So, oh, you know what I didn't do? Frick. Ooh, that's my, that's my receipt. What I didn't do was I didn't put in the tales of the month from the last little bit. Or did I? No, I didn't put in some of the re-releases. What the shell? Hold on a sec. Let me just go through here. Again, special shout out to the people who made the FinFolk files. Doc, very helpful. Okay. Nightshade and Dark Tide. Do I have? What the heck? Where did I put my... I swear, I put the Dark Tide in here. Did I delete it by accident? What happened? What happened to my Dark Tide? What the f- No, it's in there. It's in there. Okay. We gotta sort by generation. Yeah. Like, generation is a nice way to do it by date. Where the heck is my Dark Tide? Why are you in... Ah, because you're in generation... Oh yeah, because you are in generation 15 and a half. That's weird. But it actually was like... Oh, that's strange. Huh. 15. And then 16 was 2022-04. Oh, right. I'd originally ordered them by release. That is what I did, is I'd originally ordered them by release, by original release. So they may have shown up. Yeah, that's right. And there's no way for me to sort that after the way I filtered that. So that's why my system is inherently flawed. Inherently flawed, my spreadsheet. It just... I should have done release ID by date. But I didn't because, frankly, it pains me to find the date because not all of them have dates. Actually, most of them do. It's fine. Okay, anyways, what was I doing? Right. I was trying to find the Lilikoi, because I feel like the Lilikoi got re-released. Yes, okay, and I did put that in there. See, this is the... Now I hate this. I have this beautiful database plan in my head. It's gonna be so much data entry and research. Mostly just the dates. The dates is gonna be tedious. Not looking forward to that. I don't really want to do a data entry stream, to be honest. Anyways, what are we doing? We're gonna try and predict which one is coming next. So, this is the fun of what I did before. So, what's next month? April. Huh, my birthday. So, this is how I did it before. So, not cute. But, basically, what I would do... Actually, no, I'm gonna leave this over here. And I'll leave me... here-ish. If they don't have the dates, picture dates and files might work. Oh yeah, that's a good point. So what I did is I searched, so if we're trying to predict April. So April, what have they released for Tale of the Months in April? They released the Island Iris. They released the Aqua Fairy. They released the... Is this the Mandarin Gobi? Yeah, the Mandarin Gobi. And they re-released the Andromeda. That's right, that's what I want. So, it seems like in April, they tend to lean towards bright pink and purple colors. Okay, cool. All right. So, like, we're just going historically. We're just going historically. Historically, they've recently been doing bright and pink and purple colors. And also a little bit of bluey purple. So we'll just do purple and pink for now. And see which ones have not been re-released. Because typically, they re-release things that are not re-released yet. So now we're going to filter by color family for the primary one. So, where are you? Purple, pink. I would love pumpkin seed, but no idea what it would be. Probably a fall release? But yeah, that one, I've been crying for that one to be re-released. And I put that one, I think, as rainbow, I think, technically. Like, green and rainbow when I patterned it. Okay, alright, so here's all of our tails that are pink and purple. And now we're gonna sort by which ones have the 0, which I put as a value for has it's been re-released. Not many of them. Okay. Discovery releases. Huh? Oh yeah, right. Okay. So... Okay, so then they typically do tails that are at least 18 months old. So, this would be better for date. So then we're gonna axe out generation 18, 17, 16, generation 15, that's not quite 18 months. Not the tail of the months. So we're just gonna keep it to generation 11. Okay, so that filters down that. Alright. And so let's take a look. Plumeria pink, I think I'd already... So they did have it as a discovery tail once before, but they didn't have the full tail. So maybe, but also it's a pretty plain tail, and the Malibu fills the void, but potentially, as it already has a discovery design. Okay, Kawaii Kiss. So I'd kind of thought that they would re-release this one, maybe more so last year, because it's kind of watermelon themed. And not to get, like, crazy political, I don't know if this would be something FinFolk would be comfortable with doing. Maybe not. Probably not. It's probably a bad idea for business. But at the same time, if you're a human being with a conscience, you know about everything that's going on in Palestine and how people who are very against what's happening in Palestine, the watermelon became a symbol. And this tale has always reminded me of watermelon. So I thought it'd be really cool if, like... they were to do some sort of collab, or not collab, but like release that maybe benefits charity for victims of all the atrocities going on in Palestine with this tale. I always thought that would be kind of cool, but I also understand that you might not want to touch that. But other than that, though, the Kawaii Kiss is kind of an ugly tale. Like, I don't think it was super popular. I never see them out in the wild, really. Okay, moving down. The Dark Iris, likely not, because they already released the other Island Iris, which is what I put. Pixie Dust. This one could get a re-release, but it's just not looking as nice anymore. It could do with an upgrade, a zhuzh, if you will. They did release one of its sister tales recently, and then it also released the Andromeda last year, which is also from this generation. And they haven't re-released this one yet, but it's also kind of plain, you know. They did do the Malibu, and that one was quite nice. Okay. And now let's go on to... Gosh, sorry. Let me just make this correctly sized for the window. Aha! I messed it all up when I was trying to play with other stuff. Okay, so now... Get over here, Faith. Yay, hi, it's me. Okay, so then next up on the list, we have the Sarabi. Oh god, why haven't they re-released this one? Also, can we appreciate my hyperlinks? Could I do that in a database? Could I put my hyperlinks in the database? And could I make it all color-coded? Maybe, but it probably wouldn't be as easy. Anyways. Google Sheets looks pretty. It doesn't do much else. Oh god, I love this tale. I don't have it, but I love it. It's so gorgeous. Like, the gold. And they've re-released the Navi Nightfall, which is the sister tale to this one. And I love it. And I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so pretty. I don't know if it's necessarily screaming spring, you know? But it was also released in May when they first put it out. Or June. No, it released in July. It is more of a summery tale, I will admit. It's kind of more tropical and less like la 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 pastel, but I want them to re-release it. Alright, and this, maybe summer. Alright. Next up. This one. Uniseely Court. Okay. Now, while this one might not be as dark and pastel, it's given that painted look. It's maybe stained glass. It's giving Easter, you know? Eggs. Stained glass church windows. Maybe not. I really like this one. This one's a rare one. Not a lot of people have it, but it's so cool. I think that this one would be a good contender for a re-release. And the green! The green is really nice. You never know. They might re-release this one. I honestly can't believe they haven't. 25, please, re-release. Re-release. Okay, oops. Yeah, both of those are ones that I'd really like to see back. They're from the same generation, which FinFolk doesn't love. FinFolk has not released many things from Gen 5, and I'm like, please, give it back. Alright, so the Midnight Tide, no. This one's a no. One, it's like, it's kind of dark, but two, it's got a Carriel Fluke, and Carriel Scales, so that one's out the running. I guess I could have... Where did that... Huh? There it is. Yeah, I guess I could have filtered those out, but I didn't. I'll do it next time. So, yeah, no. Carriel. Okay, next up. Serena's Song. That one I don't know. I don't have it linked, actually, so let's find it. That was in... Nope. FinFolk Files. Nope. Mermaid Tales. Fabric Tales. That one was released in May 2021. So, there. So this one was a tale designed after Mermaid Serena's own heart. Ah, she's beautiful. She's actually like the most amazing, enchanting, gorgeous person. She's talented, she's beautiful, she's kind. She is so lovely. And this tale reflects all of that. And it's so springy. Like, look at it. It looks like a cherry blossom, and they haven't done it in a Discovery. And it's a bit more pastel than any of the other purpley pinks tales they've done. So I'm gonna call it likely candidate for April 25. I see it maybe happening. I could see it happening. Say now. But at the same time, they've never released any of the original Tale of the Month designs. So that is a problem. Orchid Isle, nope, that's a Carriel one. Sweet Pea Petal, also a Carriel one. They're both gorgeous, but wouldn't work. Black Iris, nope, wouldn't work. That is a Carriel one. Okay, then we're on to some of the newer-ish ones. This one was released in 2022, Pandora's Reef. This one is a circus and a half. I am dying for them to re-release it. They're not gonna. I don't think they are. Maybe they are. But probably not for spring. Maybe. It's giving tropical, that's for sure. I think it's more of a summer tale. So womp womp. So. Oh yeah, I also had, because they already put it as a pre-made, ready to ship Discovery Tale, that's not a lot of work for them to just make it. So, I'm gonna guess maybe June. Maybe June, right? Pride is rainbowy. Yeah, this could be a Pride tale. So maybe for June of this year. And lastly, oh my god, yes, I want this one re-released so bad. This is like one of my One That Got Away tales. It's like not my all-time favorite. It's a little different than what I normally like, but look at it, it's so pretty. This is the Midsummer's Night Dream. It's so pretty, it's so pretty, I love it. Yeah, I like it. Oh! Some of these tales have different fronts and backs. And some of them, it's different based on the re-release. So that's another thing. Fluke, fins, and front and back. It's helpful that I'm doing this. Fins and front, back. Not many of these tales have different fronts and backs. But this one is. I'm trying to find an example of one that has a different front and back when it gets re-released. And I believe that the Madison was an example of that. Yeah, yes, here we go. So this is the Madison when it got re-released. And so that's not part of the dorsal. That stripe there and all those patterny dots, that is part of the new design that they made of this tail. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous. Oh, this one's really nice. This one's an underrated tail. Like, just, I mean, you can't really, go wrong on perfection. The tails with gradients and no patterns just aren't as interesting. Yeah, that is true. But this one's like a simple gradient, but it just looks so good. So yeah, this is when it got re-released in 2022. And then when they released it originally, I think it was a Gen 2? Oh good, it doesn't show. But it didn't have the same color on the front and back when they first released it. This was back when we knew how to take screenshots, back in the day of 2017. But yeah, this was before they knew, it was blank on the front and back. It was the same design, front and back. That's it. That's all I'm trying to say. So this would have to be part of a different front and back, would have to be part of the release ID. Anyways, okay, so that's it for pink ones. So now, something I also do when I try and predict. So, I think my top contender is the Serena's Song. And then my second contender is the Pixie Dust. It's not as interesting, but it's got multiple colors. And I think a lot of people liked that one. And wild card is, how do you even pronounce this? The Unseelie? 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 Unseelie. Unseelie. That's part of my prediction. Okay, then the next thing we do is we search April star signs. Aries and Taurus. What are those? I don't know. I don't really like zodiac stuff, but Aries, star sign, images, and then we kind of find the aesthetic of it. It's the ram. Oh, good. We're just kind of going vague Pinterest vibes here. It's not giving me much. Normally it shows me. Let's just do Aries aesthetic. Oops. Aesthetic. Okay, it's red. Alright. Red for Aries. And then I think that I am technically a Taurus. And kind of greenish for Taurus. Okay. It's not really giving me much. And then I'm pretty sure it's the diamond, but... Alright, April birthstone is, yeah, diamond. So, because we know there's not really a ton of whites anyways. Okay, we're gonna clear by colors. And we're gonna change the colors. We're gonna make it the green for Taurus. And white for diamond. And red for Aries. Sure. Okay, wow, it's not giving me much. And these are the ones that haven't been re-released yet. So we got the Neverland. No, like I said, that one's lame and boring. Not the Aerial Dream. They've already got an Aerial Tail. Not the Voodoo Goby, because it is too spooky. Maybe the Loch Ness? It's fine. It's vaguely springy. I don't know. Maybe not. Heart of Atlantis. Oh my gosh, yes, please. Okay, that one I don't have an image of, so let me pull one up because I love it. So that one, Heart of Atlantis, was a Gen 11. I love that one. And it pains me that they haven't... Or no, is this Birth of Venus that I have? Oh, Gen 8. Okay, Birth of Venus is this one. They might re-release it, but I don't know. I don't think it was immensely popular. And they've already re-released two tails with like greeny and bluey in the last 2 months. So probably not. I mean, not that it's anything like the Indigo or the Luminosa, but yeah. Okay, so we're actually going to go to Gen 8. I think this one would be a contender. Ugh. If only this one didn't have a Curial Fluke, this would be so nice. Gosh, the Fantasia is beautiful. Anywho, But we're looking for, yes, this one. This one. The Heart of Atlantis. It's, you know, it's white, but it's kind of gray. So maybe not the best for Easter, but it's got kind of these pastel bright colors. And it's white like a diamond. Shine white like a diamond. I think that would be a cool one to re-release. That is my top contender for so far for this. Placing bets for April 2025! Yay. Okay. The red ones for Aries. We got the Alchemist, or the Taurus. No, Aries, yeah. Alchemist, no, that one's more kind of a Halloween tale. The Harvest Moon, that one's also very fall. Ooh, the Luna Moth. So that one was released almost 2 years ago. That one could be a contender. It's very springy. I don't know if it was the most popular tale, but it is very nice. And then, wow, is it time already for the Finbellas? Well, the Aaliyah, that one's not loading. But that one's green and white, but it's kind of swampy. Okay, so that is what we look at kind of for our ideas. And then, then I make myself suffer some more. And I go by, then I go by what has been done in the last couple releases and months and try and find something that's outside of that norm. So obviously we've got a lot of blues and greens and like the red for the indigo here. So that makes me think it's not going to be another greeny blue tail, right? And then if we go back into 2024, the tale of the month, the last few, I want the Luna Moth so badly. Okay, Ellie is a Luna Moth stan. We've got a dark one, and then we've got another dark one, the Nightshade. So, we've already got a bit of purple. So, it's been a while since pink. But at the same time, they also had the Malibu one just released. So then the last Rubella's one, there's some greens, there's some red, there was the purple. Oh, there's this one. This one would be a nice kind of April tale, the Sea Smoke. I think this one was my favorite. And then Gen 17. Oh, the Moonshell, also so gorgeous. Okay, so this was the last kind of pinky one they did. The Noyava. But it's more yellowy than pink. Like, maybe a purple one. Maybe a purple one, maybe a pink one. We've had a good spread recently. The Lilicoid's already been released. And then this was the last FinFolk release. They'll probably do another one early this year. So yeah, they did a very pink one. Like, these ones are all very springy, you know, the bright colors. Oh, this one, like, I thought the patterning was just so cool on this one. It's crazy. I love it. I'd cry if they re-released it. Ellie is team Luna Moth. So, I think it's gonna be a warm colored tail. Because, I mean, now these are all out of order, but the Malibu was the last pink one, and that was a year ago. And yeah, like, we've had some purple ones, but they haven't been, like, pretty girly purple. And we've had a lot of tealy stuff. Oh yeah, the pumpkin seed. Oh, I color themed it as natural and green. The pumpkin seed's so pretty. So, okay, my votes are either Serena's Song, the Heart of Atlantis, you guys can see that, Heart of Atlantis, or the, yeah, I don't know what else it could be. They could make their own, too. They're well within the rights to do that. Yeah, Heart of Atlantis, maybe the... Oh yeah, or the Pixie Dust. Those are my... Oh, you guys can't see that. Those are my 3 predictions for Tale of the Month. Oh yeah, another thing I do, just, you know, to make things even more complex, is I go by what flukes haven't been re-released. But I think that is taking it a step too far. But, like, what flukes have they done recently? They've done a lot of the weird ones. I feel like it's time to go back to their roots. And just do the normal sea nymph fluke. The one everyone knows and loves. No offense to the Merbellas ones. The Merbellas ones are great, but I'm like, 'tis time for the normal fluke of the sea nymph to return. Because, yeah, I mean, when was the last time they had the sea nymph? Let's look it up. Clear sea nymph. There it is. Okay. Ariel's Melody? You're kidding. This is in release order? I'm going with Serena's song, however it's spelled. Yeah. I think that's an exquisite prediction. It would be a little different because they haven't re-released any of their, like, collab tales. Like, the ones they make with their ambassadors. But, according to this, according to my calculations, the last time a sea nymph fluke has been re-released was, yeah, the Lilikoi in frickin' July. How have we been deprived of the sea nymph for so long? Inconceivable! Inconceivable! I can't believe it. So yeah, now I'm definitely betting on Serena's song. I think that would make a lot of sense. Let me take a look here. See if I missed anything. Or we could do the Rainbow Fairy Tale one. The one that they hated. I don't know if they hated it, but it didn't seem to get as much love as any other tale. It seemed like it's the least loved of all the tales. What am I doing? I'm looking for the flukes. Yeah, Sea Nymph. Yeah, the last one that they, like, created for the Sea Nymph was Ariel's Melody. What? That was 2 years ago. Insane. Insane. Anyways, I really gotta eat. It is getting dark out. But I appreciate you all hanging out with me for my goofy, fun spreadsheet times. I had so much fun with you all. I hope you did too. This was a great time. If I do another, thing, if I do another, like, work on this database, I will for sure do it on live, because this was a lot of fun and I had a really good time. So I think that is all. Thank you to the people who made the FinFolk files. Thank you to Shop Vancouver Mermaid for making my excellent Canadian-made leggings. And what is this? Oh, I can insert an ad. I will leave you off with an ad. I really love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I know it's been a while since I've made content, but it's fun. It's fun to do live streams, and I hope you like spreadsheets as much as I do. Bye!